No, Lester, no, I hear you. I've got it figured out. I have the deep cut. I don't have the clip of the week yet. No, I know, yes, I know the camera is off. No, it's always like that. Well, you gotta get the good coffee's always free in there. Lester, I know what I'm doing, okay? Lester, I can't argue with you all day. We gotta start the show, okay? Now, if you're not gonna start the show, I'll start the show. So what'll it be? Are you gonna start the show?
What the hell is this?
I speak jive.
Will you stop?
As God is my witness, I thought turkeys could fly.
They think they got the answers. I change the questions.
You don't like it? We don't care.
What a dumb thing to do. I bet you wouldn't have done anything like this if Mom and Dad were here.
I have filmed nothing, and the bloopers are accumulating nicely. Folks, I've said it once before and I'll say it again, just start talking. Well, let's do that. Folks, it's Colin from Canada. It's Colin from Canada's Good Junk. It's episode 3, and I thank you for joining me on this epic journey into the ramblings and absolute nonsense that goes on in my head and in the collection of things that I collect. That made no sense. I'm not stopping the camera. We're going ahead with it. Big things planned, as per usual. All the usuals we're going to hit, all the goodies. I have a feeling, and again, I just started filming. I have a feeling this is going to be a short episode. I don't know. So there might be a lot more babble. I'm not really happy with some of the, but let's go. Right off the hop, message from the girlfriend. My girlfriend is a dog trainer, specifically training dogs to help the deaf. So the dog sitting and cat sitting is, as the kids say, a side gig. So I wanted to get all that out there because the thousands and thousands of viewers that Colin from Canada has, I wouldn't want them thinking that my girlfriend's only job was a dog or cat sitting. If I could explain the channel, remember when you were a kid and you found a hilarious movie or a hilarious TV show or a great album, a great song, and it wasn't hugely popular, but you knew about it? Remember how cool that was? Okay, that's the goal here. We're showing you stuff perhaps you've never heard of, or you have heard of and you recognize the greatness, or my favorite, I haven't thought about that in, oh, I remember that type of stuff. It's good junk, folks. It's all good. It's all good. How could I forget? Yeah. Folks, we'll do a little bit of chat before we get into the clips. A couple of things on my mind. COVID has passed, more or less. It's still out there, obviously. We're not going to get into COVID, but can someone explain to me driving in your car with a mask on? Lester, are we going to argue all episode? Okay? Yes, I know we have to get to the segments, but I like to do a little bit of babble before we get to the segments. They want to hear me. They do. Yeah, okay. You can call it verbal diarrhea. I call it gold. Okay, roll the bumper. Guys, it's time for the deep cut. Another movie. It's 1981, and no one, I believe, is more popular than this legend. He has his own television show entitled Different Strokes. Folks, I think you know who I'm talking about. Gary Coleman. Props, yes. It's the 1981, look at the condition of this VHS. The 1981 production of On the Right Track, starring Gary Coleman. Before we get into it, can I just show you, do you remember these? Do you remember these? Look at this thing. Look at this box. That has been through the wares. That has been through the wares. Anywho, on the right, I don't know where to put this. I can't. We'll put it over here because I'll probably put photos up there. It's on the right track. It's 1981. It stars Gary Coleman, Norman Fell, who I know you know as Mr. Roper, also Maureen Stapleton, and basketball great Bill Russell. Bill Russell, folks. Just, you know, the height of his fame. I know he made a few movies, but I believe this to be the best one. He is a orphaned boy who lives in a train station, in the locker of a train station, and you guessed it, he has the ability to correctly pick the winners of horse races. Yes. I'm just going to go to the trailer.
Lester's an orphan who's very unusual. Instead of a house, he lives in a locker in a train station.
The kid picked the triple.
And he has a special talent.
He's a crook.
That can make him rich.
I want that money back.
And get him in trouble. 20th Century Fox presents Gary Coleman, smaller than ever. And in his first motion picture role, he's on the right track. Starring Maureen Stapleton, Michael Lembeck, Lisa Eilbacher, Bill Russell, Herb Edelman, and Norman Fell.
We love Lester.
As the mayor. On the right track.
I can say for certain that I was a huge Different Strokes fan. You know, everybody has their faves growing up. A Dukes of Hazzard, Chips, Different Strokes, Knight Rider, A-Team. But Different Strokes, Three's Company. Different Strokes was one of them for me. Just loved it. I think of the Gooch. Remember Arnold's bully that you never saw? The Gooch. Gold. Lester, how much more detail can I give about a 1981 Gary Coleman movie? He's an orphan that lives in a locker in a train station and he predicts horse races. I think I covered it all. I put the trailer there. The trailer says it all. Can we move on, please? No, okay, you want to keep talking? We'll keep talking. I can talk all day. You know that this is... We can go all day, bud. Guys, it's time for thrift store pickups. I have my chair right there with all my thrift store pickups. Two or three stores I went to this week, but let's get into it. And first, actually, sorry. Last week we know about the Snore chin strap. Haven't tried it yet, but we will be updating you guys about the Snore chin strap. So stay tuned. Okay, let's get to this week's pickups. Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, brand new, Blu-ray DVD combination pack, $4. Sign me up. Michael Madsen, Megalodon. Fun to say, Megalodon. This is the big shark, and you know what I'm talking about. It's the big shark. I'm not sure it stars anybody else. Let's, Michael, I can't, no, I don't know any of these people. But Glenn Campbell. No, that's not the Glenn Campbell. I am a lineman for the county. No, it's Glenn Campbell. He's a visual effects man. He probably did the shark. Continuing. Article of clothing. Again, I'm not a big fan of the clothing, but this was a extra large, and it was $3. Can we get a shot of that? I forgot what it said. What is this? Remember, kids, electricity will kill you. That was an old, scare advertisement for the kids to watch out for the. I really think it was a real advertisement. You guys can yell and scream about it, but that's a good buy for a couple bucks. Oh yeah, we got more of the books here. Let's go through these. These are the Heathcliff was a couple of weeks ago. These are the old Peanuts books. You're Not For Real, Snoopy. Ziggy, Pets Are Friends You Like Who Like You Right Back. Okay. Hagar the Horrible. More Peanuts. Hey Peanuts. You know what? I always thought of Charlie Brown. I said this when I was a kid. It's like a cartoon soap opera. I don't think I've ever laughed at a Charlie Brown cartoon. But that's just me. Now, what I did laugh at, let's go. The Mad Magazine paperbacks, Mad Power, The Dirty Old Mad, Don Martin Grinds Ahead. For those of you who know Mad Magazine, you know. And for those of you who don't, like I said, you got to check it out. Viva Mad. Couple of BC Cave In, and BC Great Zoot I'm Beautiful, followed by the old Richie Rich Digest. You know, you remember those. Those were $1 each. Those were $1 each to add to the collection. That one day you will see. It's a mess, but you got to build suspense, right? Okay. Let's go with CDs. You know I do the CDs here. We have Mos Def, The Ecstatic, for those that like the hip hop. Cyndi Lauper, At Last. You can't go wrong with Cyndi Lauper. Most underrated album of the 1980s. She's So Unusual. So good. Van Halen, a couple of remastered Van Halens. Van Halen, first album. Also Van Halen, Women and Children First. Not a huge Van Halen guy, but you know, they got a couple good songs, and it's remastered, and these CDs are $1 each. I already have this because I'm a huge Pearl Jam fan, but this is in far better condition, and mine is falling apart. So Vitalogy, that's Pearl Jam's 3rd record. Also, and last, King of the Surf Guitar. You guys know Dick Dale? I promise you, if I were able to play some of this, you would recognize it right away. But those are the CDs. Last, this is for the channel. This was actually at the Dollar Tree. This is the no talking button. No talking button. So it says no and 5 different phrases. No, forget it, no way, absolutely not, it's a no for me. Had I have put batteries in this prior to starting to film, we could have taken a gander at this. Do I stop the filming? We stopped the video to put batteries in it, and you will not be disappointed, folks. From the top.
No. Forget it. No way. Absolutely not. It's a no for me.
Yeah, $1.50. Thank you for coming out. And thank you for enjoying thrift store pickups. Okay, are there some segments where I'm maybe not looking directly at the lens of the camera? Yes. Yeah, no. Lester, I'm not re-recording. I'm not re-recording all the segments that we've already done. It's not happening. Lester?
Absolutely not.
Good evening, I'm Ken Bastida. Dana is off tonight. He was murdered and then set on fire while celebrating his birthday.
I could just throw to it. No, we're done arguing. I'll just throw to it. I like to shimmy over to this side when we do this segment. It's my favorite segment. Let's go through my camera roll. If I am over here, we can present photos to my left, your right. No, your left. Yeah, your left. My left too. No, my right. No. Anywho, get it together. Photo number 1 is an actual photo of a McDonald's ranch snack wrap that I ordered and just opened. Folks, do you like ranch sauce? Do you like that much ranch sauce? I don't. Okay, photo number 2. I'm sure he will get around to it, but Ken Patera. Trying to be friends with the man who threw a boulder through a McDonald's restaurant. I'm sure he'll get around to it. I believe that's 2 years in the making. He still has not accepted my friend request, but once he hears about this channel, me and Ken Patera, oh yeah, we're gonna be buddies. And he'll tell me a different story about that night at McDonald's that he's done throughout his whole career. Look at the dark side of the ring. I believe Tales from the Territories, when they do Minnesota. He recounts that night in a new way, and it is gold. Check it out. Photo number 3 is something I should have bought just for the segment, but it's from the thrift store. This is a book entitled 100 Years Aspirin, The Future Has Just Begun. And that book was thick, my friends. So if anyone cared for the history of aspirin, or you're a fan of headache pharmaceutical pills, perhaps I should have picked it up. Picture number 4 is another kind of look-alike. This is an advertisement for Canadian Tire. For those who are in the States, and you probably don't have Canadian Tire, I don't think you do, that's a Home Depot without the lumber, would be a good way to describe it. Anywho, this is an advertisement of a handsome young man shoveling snow who bears a striking resemblance to one Colin from Canada. Okay, thank you. Lastly, number 5 in the camera roll countdown. When there is torrential storms approaching, much like the East Coast has just been put through this week that just passed, I have to announce to my poker players that the game will be canceled. Those are my favorite nights. This is an example of that. 11:23 a.m. I shot this one out to everybody. Hello, it's Colin. Applause dies down. Unfortunately, based on the crazy, potentially dangerous weather today, tonight's game will be canceled. Some more baloney about giveaways and wishing everybody a Merry Christmas. This gentleman responded at 5:26. Hey, buddy, do we have a game tonight? Love it. Guys, it's a fan favorite here at the channel. It's time for John Riddell, Legend. It's time for show and tell. For those of you paying close attention to the channel, you will notice that I put up a poll after last week's episode, episode 2. This poll pits the 2 show and tell items from episode 1, the one from episode 1 and the one from episode 2, pitted against each other in a battle to the death. That, of course, being episode 1's Delta Force Pizza and episode 2's Bacon Onesie. As of right now, which is 3:55 p.m. on February 20th, that's a Thursday for those paying close attention, the votes are deadlocked. 5 apiece, 50% each, between Delta Force Pizza and the Bacon Onesie. Folks, if you haven't voted, please vote now, because the winner of each episode will compete against that very week's new show and tell item, which I'm about to get to. So, I am going to put up another poll after this video drops, and hopefully we have a clear-cut winner between Delta Force Pizza and the Bacon Onesie to go up against this item. So please get voting, because I need a clear-cut winner to go against this guy. This was a kind of rushed show and tell item. I don't see this beating the Delta Force Pizza or the Bacon Onesie, but it's again something I needed to own. It is a coffee mug from Branson, Missouri for someone named Larry. I don't know a Larry. I'm a Colin. That joke never dies. It's Colin. And when you play poker, it's Colin. I'm calling, and I'm calling. If you know poker, that's a great joke. Anywho, back to Larry. This is Larry from Branson, Missouri. It's a gorgeous mug. This was $1. Will I drink coffee out of? Will I drink coffee out of it? Never. This will stay unliquefied. That's not the term. There's no liquid going in here. This is going to stay mint, because I think that's what Larry would have wanted. So as you heard, this will be going up against either the bacon onesie or the Delta Force pizza in this week's coming poll after this video drops. So get voting. Does Larry have enough? Look at that guy. Come on now. Does Larry have enough to take down the bacon onesie or Delta Force pizza? Folks, it's up to you. Folks, you know Lester, my off-camera producer. You know John Riddell, legend, my father, of course. You've heard me speak of my girlfriend, who, as of right now, will refuse to appear on camera. But we have recorded a typical conversation of my girlfriend and I when we have a disagreement, and it's a playful disagreement. I gotta stop playing with this pen. I have recorded the conversation outside Walmart in the parking lot before we went in to shop, and it is a doozy. Hopefully, as I film this, my girlfriend has not re-listened to the conversation, so I don't even know if this is going to air, because she still has to verify whether or not I can publicly publish the recorded tete-a-tete / argument that we had in the parking lot of Walmart. There will be no visual. All that you will see is my denim jeans, as the conversation is more important than the visual. But I have to let my girlfriend watch it. As of recording right now, she has not watched it. So if you're seeing this, it means you're about to listen to the conversation between me and my girlfriend. And that's about all I can say right now. If this is being viewed by you, you are about to see this week's Clip of the Week. You really don't think we have enough bloopers? Really? How many times did I start and stop? 20? Oh, 25, great. Well, I think we have enough. No, I do. And you know what? You're not gonna cut me off. I'm gonna... Why can't I? Glad we cleared that up. Let's begin here, folks. Folks. It's me. Said it once, and I'll say it again. Said it once, and I'll say it. No. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for viewing. Thank you for listening. Provides, folks, if you knew, segment of Good Junk, Colin, yep, see? From Canada's looking in the wrong. With the, yeah, beep, hit loud. Careful. That's here nor there. Folks, I'm talking directly to you, the viewer. After what seemed like forever, but was really less than a week, creative differences have led me to sever my ties with my sponsor, Lenny's Clam Bar. I know Lester, I know. I should have prepared you guys. Damn it. Whether it be the content of the channel or my volume level, the constant bickering with Lester. No! Lenny's Clam Bar has severed ties. But there is good news, folks. There is good news. I have found a lovely, lovely product that I think will be with us for the long haul. Months, if not years. Folks, without further ado, I present to you the new sponsor of Colin from Canada's Good Junk.
This is the way I used to clean my cat's litter box until I discovered Catch It. Catch It. Well, this product. It's the new disposable litter box for people who don't have time to clean a cat's mess. It comes complete. Just open the box and it's ready for your cat to use. When you're ready for a new box, just throw this one away. Catch It, the easy, clean way to have a cat. For people who have more important things to do.